Just smile. Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. Or if you're new here, I'm Laura.
And I'm Ryan, and we are Disney Pin Love.
Yes, and today is day 19 of Vlogmas.
Woo!
So we are doing an Ask Us Anything. So a few weeks ago we put out some questions on Instagram, or we didn't put out the questions. We put out
the call for questions.
We put out the call for questions.
And we were inundated with tens of thousands of questions
yes.
came spiraling in from all over the globe.
Are all so curious to know about our lives.
But we have chosen the best 14.
We only got 14, so thank you to everybody. No, there wasn't even 14 people who asked us something, so thank you for the people who sent us multiple questions. We appreciate you. We thought this would be fun to do just because it's been a year plus now on YouTube, and we needed a video idea for Vlogmas. So here we are. So, how do you want to do it? Do you want me to kind of start?
Yeah, how about I read you the question?
Okay.
The first one. So we have them on my phone here, so I'll be glancing down.
I'm drinking because I thought that would be nice. So this doesn't look very good, but it tastes delicious. It's orange cranberry and vodka.
Wow.
I just thought an Ask Us Anything required a drink.
All right. Well, getting into it then, right off the hop, the first question, it comes from our good friend, Pincess, not Princess, Serena.
Nice.
So, when did you realize your little Disney collection wasn't so little anymore?
Okay, well, the first answer to that, I guess, is when I outgrew the pin board that I told myself would be my last board. So I had this board that I got from Joann Fabrics in the States, and no, it wasn't Joann. Anyways, maybe it was Joann. Anyways,
it was.
It doesn't matter where it came from, but I got it when we were in the States a long time ago before COVID, and I was like, okay, this will be my last board for pins. Like, when this is full, I'm done. Now I have 5 more boards on top of that are pretty much full, and I have outgrown my Disney room, as you probably saw in our Disney room tour, which we can link up above there. So yeah, so that's how I knew that it was no longer...
None of these ones behind you existed, right, at that point?
Nope, they didn't.
So it was funny to think you were getting your last board,
yep.
And, just so far from the truth. I knew.
Yeah, Ryan knew.
Okay, so coming up next, we have one from Cami, and her channel is Key to Disney, which is always a fun one to throw on and check out.
Mm-hmm.
So she asked us, DDV, Disney Dream Vacation. Yeah, turned it into an acronym.
Yeah.
So I think I'll take this one, and well, so the Disney part is an interesting qualifier.
Yeah.
I think, really, we would love to go to any of the 6 parks, plus Hawaii.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's 7 ideas right there. We're going to do a video where we actually flesh this out a little bit more, but I think, maybe not a surprise to those that have watched this channel, but I've been lucky enough to go to Japan before. I would love to go back. I would love to take Laura because she's never been, and it sounds like Tokyo Disney Sea is just a bomb. So it would be a really great vacation, I think, because you'd get quite a Disney fix, quite a unique Disney fix with 2 parks there, and then there'd be a lot else to see as well while you're you're all the way there.
Yeah, but stay tuned for the 28th because, like Ryan said, we will get into more details about that because we've been wanting to kind of do a planning video.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, it's not going to be a real planning video, of course, but
hypothetical.
Anyways, next.
Okay, so another one from Cami, and Cami asks, if you could pick anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah.
Do you want to take that one?
I will take this one as well, and it is a great question. It's hard. So right now, I think, again, if you watch the channel, you probably know that we're in Canada. We're located in Ontario, which is central in Canada, and it's a really practical spot too. We're not on either coast, so you don't have to worry about extreme weather or hurricanes as much.
Yeah.
We're sort of right in a good little spot where we've got these 3 big cities all within a 40-minute drive. That's London, Waterloo, and Hamilton. we could be to Toronto, to Niagara Falls, New York, or to like Port Huron, Michigan. So 2 different American states and the biggest city in Ontario, all within like an hour and 15 minutes. So I feel like it's such a cop-out, but I think we're quite happy where we are. That said, in Canada, I love the East Coast, so I could certainly see living in Halifax kind of area. And given our travels in the States, as tempting as it would be to say, you know, we want to live right across from Disney World, I think I could really see like Nashville kind of area being, you know, you're not too far. You still have a bit of the seasons, volunteer state. What's not to love? North Carolina, definitely, as well, in sort of the triangle there, I think would be pretty cool.
I think the main thing would be to avoid, like, severe weather. That's, like, a big fear of mine, so...
And finally, to give you one international destination, I've never been to Europe, not yet, but I would probably love to live in, like, one of the Scandinavian countries. So maybe in Geneva or something like that. I just think it would be... such an awesome change.
Oh, there you go. Okay, the next question, it's an easy one. It's from Cami as well. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Dogs. I mean, I like cats, but Ryan hates
dogs.
Cats. Ryan hates cats. So next, moving on.
Next question. So, favorite Disney movie, and this is from Jen at DizGoals.
Awesome, thanks Jen for the question. So my favorite Disney movie is Princess and the Frog. Definitely because of...
Nolans.
Thank you.
Yep.
Because of that. So I love that movie, and Princess Tiana's my favorite too. So.
And I'm going to go with Indiana Jones, which was one that I just remember loving it the first time that my parents sort of put it in front of me, and it you know, like... I wasn't at the age, I guess, like, it predated me, I believe. So even when I was old enough to watch it and appreciate it, it was already a bit of an older film. But just such fun. And it was really cool, too, because it's just, like, it's a great adventure flick. And the other thing is that it's really not, you know, it's not, like, gratuitously violent or anything like that. It's fun.
Well, we gotta get on watching some of those, so... Because I bet I'd like them too.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one is also from Jen at DizGoals, and her question is, how did your love of pins begin?
Ooh, well, I guess it all began with our last day at Epcot, right? Well,
we can pinpoint it. It was May 9th.
Okay.
2019.
Yeah, so I went to the gift shop at Coronado Springs that morning, and I bought a booster set, and I was zapped like a Tink pin, loaded them all up on my lanyard, and off we went.
Yeah.
And the rest is history, because I just love these little pieces of metal.
And a little bit more context really quickly. We had been to Disneyland the year before, just for a day. We had been to Disney World a few years before that. And I had been a bunch as a kid and even in university. So certainly when pins were around, I had I just tunnel vision, didn't see them. Yeah. So in researching our big 2019 trip, because we were at Walt Disney World for like a week and a half, in that research I just became generally aware of pins, and I think... So, you know, I told you about it, and early on in the trip, we were starting to like keep our eyes open. We were watching what people were doing with them, and it was finally like, okay, last day, let's get on board.
Jump in. Yeah.
So, top 3 favorite pins. The final question from Jen.
Awesome. Okay, well, I guess I will start. So, I didn't think too hard about it, because picking 3 out of all of them... Never mind, we're good. So picking 3 out of the whole collection is a bit much, but these are my top 3 right here. So you have already seen Sully come out. He's from our Magic Launch Bay. We've got Princess and the Frog, the pop-up book, which is a limited edition pin, as well as this adorable Mickey and Minnie, the sunshine, the feet. I just love it. So those are my top 3 favorite right now. Anyways, you could ask me tomorrow and this would look different. So there you have it.
Yeah. So similar from me. I'm just sort of going top 3 at the moment. It's too hard to pin down.
You're so funny.
So hopefully those are showing up okay and I'm holding it well enough. The portrait one, I think that's the one that would for sure always be on any top list of mine. That's probably the most consistent one. I love the history element. I love that Walt is included, and we have the actual print in our Disney room. Alumel, that's an easy one for me. That's just an adorable Alumel pin, and our collection there is ever expanding, but I'd probably always pick an Alumel one. And call me a romantic, but classic Mickey and Minnie, and just looking off into the sunset, and Pluto just having a bit of a rest there. That's
it's a sweet pin.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so the next question comes from Seth at slavender001 on Instagram. He also has YouTube.
Check it out, because it's a great channel. Him and Andrew, very entertaining.
Yeah, so he asked, how many pins do you have?
Not enough.
So the answer is too many, but so it would take a lot of involvement to 100% accurately count how many pins I have. But I did it the other day, just kind of quickly, like trying my best to remember.
So what was the date-ish? It was like what, early December 2021? Just for historical purposes.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Early December.
And there were pins in this house, like Magic Mail and stuff that hadn't been
I didn't
opened.
count. Yeah, I didn't count anything in our Magic Mail box at all, because I mean I don't know how many are in there, because some people zap you.
Guess.
Anyways,
guess. Comment below and guess. Be honest.
Okay, so the the answer right now is 1,150. So that's a lot of pins.
1,150.
Ryan kind of thought 500, and I was like, way off. Anyways, yeah, I have a problem. I recognize that. Moving on.
So another one from Seth, and it reads, we know that Sully is Laura's pick, but what is Ryan's pick? Like your Disney significant other. Well, Seth.
Sully. Mine's Sully.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know.
Okay.
What's yours?
It's Belle.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Belle. And that's probably not a surprise. In fact, it seems like a really cliche answer. I know there's a few other YouTube fellas out there that have cited that one too, but
she's sweet.
You know, she's sweet, she's bookish. Provincial Belle, I could specify in the blue dress with the white and everything, and maybe a bit of a resemblance there to this one.
Except I look nothing like Belle, because I mean, I have brown hair, but
yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Moving on. So the top 3 places you guys want to visit.
Oh, this is fun. So
we're going to split up the 3.
Yeah, so this is from Cynthia, and her Instagram handle is CynthiaMares_7578. So I know Cynthia is a subscriber to our channel, so thank you for watching and giving us a question. But yeah, so top 3 places you guys want to visit. So I would say one place that I really hope to go to in the future, and that would be Hawaii in general. And I mean, obviously, I would love to go to Aulani. So I don't know much about Hawaii, but it looks gorgeous. Beaches, palm trees are amazing. Alumel's there at Aulani, so I need to see Alumel in person. That's like a dream.
Yes, please.
So that's one of the places I'd like to go.
One for me is Japan. I've talked about that before, and we'll perhaps talk about it more in a subsequent video, so I won't say too much, but it's just such a beautiful country. The architecture is just absolutely stunning. It's this great sort of mashup of these really sort of old elements and Shinto shrines and things that are still around. It's a very natural aesthetic. It's a lot of wooden decor. It's very simple. And then this juxtaposition of these incredibly modern things as well, and just so beautiful scenery, stunning technology, amazing food, and really great culture.
Nice.
Sorry, that was a long answer.
It always is coming from you. They're used to it.
And the next one, I'm going to go with another place in Asia, so this is number 3. And so I mentioned Japan before. I've been there. Laura hasn't. I'd love to show her. one place that I've never been that I would really love to see, and both of us, Angkor Wat. So Cambodia is such a fascinating country to me. There's a really actually sad history there in the 1970s. It's like quite a story if you read up on what happened. But
read up on it on your own time.
Yeah, I won't get into it. But it's the world's largest religious site, Angkor Wat in Cambodia, and it's I'm not interested in the religious element, I suppose. But again, just you'd feel like Indiana Jones. Like, how cool is that? Tomb Raider was filmed there.
Cool. All right, so what do
Thank
we have?
you, Cynthia.
Yeah, so we have 4 more questions. So the next one comes from Joe and Andy at Park Pioneer. So thank you for the question. It says, how did you guys meet? So, I mean, it's no secret, because I'm not ashamed, but we met online. The website at the time, I don't even know if it exists anymore, but it was called Plenty of Fish. So we kind of got talking, and then we ended up making plans on New Year's Eve, as you guys know, and we went and had our first date at Starbucks.
Yeah.
So the rest was history, though on our second date, we don't really have to get into that now, but on our second date, I almost left because I walked into the restaurant we were going to, and Ryan was chatting up like a mid-40s lady, and they looked like quite into it. And I was like, I mean, only knowing somebody for like a few hours, you're kind of like, what the hell is he doing? But anyways, I continued with the date, and it turns out just because Ryan has like the friendliest, most welcoming face, and everybody wants to talk to him. I know that now. Turns out it was fine. She was just lonely and bored, and we had our second date, and now the rest is really history. Okay,
really quick bit of context I'm going to add on there. So it wasn't a restaurant, it was a live music venue, and in typical Ryan and Laura fashion, if we were arranging to meet at 7, I'm going to be there at 6:15, and Laura's going to be there at like 7:15.
7:30.
So I'm super early, Laura's always a little bit behind, and nobody else apparently goes to a live music venue early, so it almost would have been awkward to not just talk socially with this person, because we're the only 2 people in the place, and yeah, just shooting the breeze, I guess would be the expression, talking about music and stuff, and then, I told her how excited I was to be on this date and waiting for you, and that was...
She almost ruined it. Anyways, moving on. We met online. That's the short answer. So the next question is from Mary at the Siskateers, and she asked, why did you start pin collecting? That's it. Like, how do you answer that?
Yeah.
Because they're cool? I don't know.
Well, I think it probably goes... So it's a similar answer to one that we already provided, probably. And I think it was just once we became aware that pins existed, and we started to then, okay, we're curious, and we're both sort of collectors in our histories.
Always been.
So, we were sort of ripe for it, I suppose. And just seeing them in some of the stores in Disney World for the first time, it's like, oh wow, there's really so many different things. Every character, so many themes, anything you could imagine, and then sort of keeping our eyes open, seeing people with like their own lanyards and like interacting with cast members, and we were a bit intimidated, kind of thing. It's like, similar to maybe going to a casino. There's just so much to take in. It's like probably I've still never played like a table game in my life. It sort of scares me off. But we
They looked fun.
We were bitten by the bug.
Were doing.
So we gave it a try. It was like a gateway, and here we are.
Here we are. Okay, so the next question comes from somebody on Instagram, Damsel in Pin Distress, and they asked, if you could be any Disney character for a day, who would you be? So this is a great question. It's really hard to pick just one person, because it's like I'd low-key like to try being all of them.
That's a good answer. Yeah, for me, I'd want to be classic Mickey. I don't even know why. It'll sound super corny, but it's probably just you'd get so much from being Mickey, being able to sort of see the the joy that you're sparking in everybody else.
Yeah, because everybody knows Mickey too. Like, even if you're not the biggest Disney fan,
Yeah,
everybody
it's just
knows who Mickey
so
is.
iconic, and I assume you'd get some pretty good perks in the parks if you were actually Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah, like discounts and stuff.
Even better than discounts, and no like fast passes galore.
Oh
and,
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, I guess for me, if I had to pick just one, it would be one of the princesses, and I'm just gonna go with Cinderella, because even though she kind of has like a bit of a miserable life at home with like the stepsisters and stuff, like in the end, like I think it would be cool to be her. And then she has her little like mice friends and bird friends, and they help her make the dress. And anyways, I think I'd like to be Cinderella.
Nice. Well, thank you, damsel in pin distress.
Yes.
I like that.
I don't know your name, but I do know that we're friends on Instagram and that you're from the Canadian Pin Trading Group.
Awesome. So our last question now.
Okay, this comes from Taryn at Disney Inside Andy.
If you could only keep one collection, what would it be? Pins, pops, or plush? Well, Karen, we're not called Disney.pop.love or Disney.plush.love.
That's true. Who are we?
Disney.pin.love.
Okay, that's a really hard question, Karen, because as you know from Andy can't pick favorites. I can't pick favorites either, but if you're going to force me to really pick just one, I'd have to say I'd keep the pins. I love that you can have so many of them and they don't actually take up that much room. They're easy to trade, they're easy to sell, and there's endless
supply imagination.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but there's there's any design you want, any character you want, you will find a pin for it. So we would keep the pins.
That's a good answer for you too, because I like to sort of say that it would actually be hard for you to make that decision, and I believe that. It wouldn't be for me, to be honest. Just like the cat or dog question, dogs, pins.
Yes.
No.
Cats?
Yeah, no.
Did you say cats?
No.
Okay. I thought you said
Unequivocally,
cats.
no.
Okay. Anyways, that was fun. So, thank you everybody who asked questions. We've been wanting to do this for a while, so it was fun to kind of see what you guys wanted to know about us. And do you have a comment down below?
Well, sure. Ask some more questions and we could do this again. Or tell us again, stick to the pins.
Stay in your lane, people.
Yeah. But if you want us to do this again, feel free to ask some more, and maybe we'll see a part 2 in the new year.
Yeah. If this video kind of sparked another question, ooh, I want to know more about this, feel free to ask. We will keep it on a Google Doc for the future.
Yeah.
So
anything doesn't have to be Disney related necessarily.
I forget if we plugged it before, but stay tuned for pin time, because it's still only day 19 of Vlogmas. So we'll be doing pin time, but thank you everybody for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up and leave us a comment down below. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
It's pin time! All right.
Today. Let's see what we got.
Let's get into it.
It's been really good. It's been fun. Let's see.
Okay, this one is double wrapped, I can tell.
Ooh, and it kind of has
sort of a black back, which we've not, don't have many like this. So, have not seen what it is yet, but we'll go ahead and show you first. It is a Hidden Mickey 3 of 10 from Hong Kong Disneyland.
Okay.
Oh. Railroad, Hong Kong Disneyland. I mean, it's super stylized.
Yeah.
I sort of think I love it just because it is so unique.
Let's see, it's really cool.
I've never seen anything like that.
And
I've never
like trains.
seen a Disney pin. I do love trains.
I think maybe they came out with some attractions, they had a jungle cruise.
Yeah.
Maybe that was bronze. So
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'll kind of turn it in the camera because I feel like it won't really show up well, but
I think we will for sure choose to keep it.
Oh yes, nice try. That wasn't the best there, but yeah, I think we'll definitely keep that just because it's really cool. So yeah, that's it, and thanks for watching.